All right, welcome back. Ultimates 15. Last issue, we saw some people kind of connected to the X-Men, Pietro and Wanda Maximoff, and we saw Emma Frost as she controls a school and trains what seems to be a thing of mutants. So, having said that, let's hop in because this is a good story. I do really like this one. As we meet Shang-Chi, the miraculous eighth wielder of the Iron Fist, master of every discipline, greatest warrior heaven would ever see. In the celestial tournaments, he evenly proved himself most deadly of the immortal weapons. His performance was so perfect, his movement so fluid, and his technique so beyond reproach. Even the gods looked at him, with name meant godlike. With respect, it was Shang-Chi who led the forces of heaven to victory against the endless demon legions of the 8th city, and in a battle so terrible the sun itself hit her face and the city wept, saved the 7 cities. Who controls that now? The Hulk. So this is about the previous Iron Fist, because the Hulk isn't the one in control of the Iron Fist. There can only be one Iron Fist, that's not true, but I'm sure in this, that's how it works. Later, wading through rivers of quickly clotting blood, disgusted beyond disgust, Shang-Chi renounced violence. Amidst endless corpse mounds, man and demon throw together an unholy union. He renounced heaven, hell, and the world. In the most remote forests of Kunlun, he found a place and closed his eyes and began to meditate. When he opened them, 40 years had passed, and he found himself surrounded. They come from everywhere: Kunzi, Tiger Island, peaceful Penglai, and Kingdom of Spiders. From Subgambo and the Under City. They were highborn, lowborn. They were seekers, ascetics, and holy men. Students, teachers, peasants, priests, and prostitutes. Merchants, farmers, and warriors. They all came to learn from him. From the Awakened One. Big crowd, big popular guy he got. So he rose and began to walk and speak, and the people followed, listened. He walked across all 7 cities, moving between worlds as easily as between rooms in a house. Shang-Chi spoke on the self of the illusion of the self. He spoke of the past of self-extinction. He spoke of his past lives, of which he all remembered now. He spoke of the essential condition of the world, which was suffering and the path to escape it. He preached distrust of doctrines of kings and princes and gods. He preached against violence for entertainment's sake, against the tournaments and the schools. Wherever he went, he performed great miracles, things never before done with Chi. Long fallow fields sprung to verdant life. The sick were healed. Infertile bore strong sons and daughters. The mad found peace. Word spread far and wide, everywhere. People were taking up the crimson robe and the crimson headband. On his path, founded his very footsteps. His followers built great monasteries as testaments to his teachings. Word of this new kind of God who preached against the old gods spread far and wide until words reached celestial ears. So the old gods became furious with this. And what do gods respond with other than wrath? They fought for 1,000 days and 1,000 nights. They fought so fiercely the 7 celestial cities shook, the mountains shattered, and the sun once more hit her face. And even the stars in the night fled in fear, so that the naked machineries of heaven filled the sky for a one time. But in the end, the gods prevailed. Shang-Chi's followers gathered once more around their dying teacher. With his last breath, he promised to one day return. And that was 10,000 years ago. Hey guys, it's me, Iron Lad. That was a story by Iron Lad, recounting very, very famous history lesson, I guess. Every record of his existence was erased from heaven and earth. His footsteps were scrubbed out with the stones, but information is impossible to destroy. Who would destroy that? I don't know. Possibly the Maker. But what does a 10,000 year dead holy man have to do with us, Tony? I thought we were looking for the future. This is ancient history. Well, 10 years ago, rumors started spreading in heaven of a baby and a burning dragon in the sky. Spontaneous healing in the boy's presence and a man eating tigers rolling over like newborn kittens at his feet. Also known as the reincarnation of Shang-Chi. They're going to go find Shang-Chi so that he can wield the Iron Fist again and take it from the Hulk. Banner searched all of heaven for the boy, but Shang-Chi's followers from the red robe found him first and hid him on Earth in the mountain temple in rural Tibet. And the real question is, why is Banner afraid of this child? Well, we received a message from the Altnet. His location is here. Despite what I understand, everyone in heaven has heard of this story. It's almost as old as the celestial cities themselves. The ultimate Iron Fist reborn to lead his people out of spiritual poverty and violence into enlightenment. So he's scared of this story that basically Shang-Chi will come back and stop him, because that's his prophecy. He has a right to be afraid. I think he knows a threat when he sees one. And so we have this random guy be like, whoa, look how cool this is. This is Danny Rand, who also becomes an Iron Fist in the main line. He's a friend of Luke Cage in this. And so we learn Luke Cage put this guy through, and he didn't even go through the Avengers program. I'm just a normal guy. Although I do feel like I'm supposed to be here. So Destiny picked him to be here. We'll see more of his story play out throughout the next couple of issues, but very interesting person. Because he tells Tony, when I heard the story, I felt like I had to call to be here, like I was going to be useful. This is where I'm supposed to be. And Tony says, yeah, I think we're all supposed to be here, but I think somebody beat us to it. As you see smoke coming out of the sky, with the city being destroyed, no signs of life, and Shang-Chi's men all taken down. Who did this other than Banner and his associates? As we cut to a big fight going on in one of the temples with the Uranium Brother, number 235, the immortal weapon of the Hulk, fights Shang-Chi's followers. And so before thinking, She-Hulk and Iron Man jump into the fight saying, we'll figure it out later. It doesn't really matter. Tony saves Shang-Chi from a big blast from the Uranian hand as Giant Man comes in and helps take him down with She-Hulk. Taking them down, Iron Man comes in and is like, I got this prepared, boys. Gamma dampeners. Let's see how you like it. And then, of course, he misses and hits She-Hulk. What a dunce cap. And then Shang-Chi's shield goes down as the Uranium Hulk is about to smash him. And so who other hops in besides Danny Rand, grabbing him, getting him out of the way, and then Giant Man stepping on the Uranium Brother. Only to have that Uranium Brother zoom out of his foot, which, dang, bro, that's gotta hurt. That sucks. And then the Uranium Brother kicks Tony down, with She-Hulk getting back up, getting punched straight through the chest, taking the heart out. And he says, to kill the boy would have been honor enough, but to kill you also, I'm unworthy of the universe's gifts. I spent time on your island with your disgusting, broken people. Those the Gamma judged weak and wanting. Your continued existence was all that kept them alive. When I bring my master your heart, it will be my pleasure to put your people out of their misery one by one. And so she starts laughing as she punches him in the face, and then Tony successfully hits him with the Gamma dampeners as he's like, I'm the strongest. No, shut up. And Daniel Rand says, hey, kid, you okay? And Shang-Chi says, yeah, I'm good, Daniel Rand. Well, how do you know that? It seems it was more than destiny after all. As She-Hulk grabs the Uranium Brother's head, rips it off, and says, tell Brother Banner, tell your master I'm coming. Coming for my people, coming for him. Tell him I cannot be stopped or denied. Tell him there's nothing left of me but rage. Oh, never mind. I'll just tell him myself. As she rips off his head. And that ends the issue. And Daniel Rand has a new mission with Shang-Chi that we will be catching up on. So thank you for listening, watching, enjoying. Peace out.